Hey everyone, it's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel. And today, when I was checking out my calendar and seeing what kind of K-pop releases we got, I thought might as well check out with y'all TRENDZ brand new song here titled Vagabond, the music video for an all. Now, as some of you who are familiar with this channel, this is going to be my first time checking them out, but on my own time, I actually checked them out with their debut. Didn't fully mess with their debut song, admittedly, but I think Who has to be my favorite release by them so far, minus the hooks in that song. Other than that, I love how electrifying and energetic that song is, and I, for one, as some who are familiar with me on the channel here, am very open-minded when it comes to music, and especially when it comes down to K-pop, even though these days, I would say equally when it comes to girl groups and boy groups, this market, it seems to be becoming very oversaturated, and some groups following suit to trends per se, and more specifically for boy groups, sort of going that route. I shouldn't say sort of, but quite heavily getting the influences from boy groups from top 3 labels, or the NCT kind of mentality, energy, and attitude in title tracks, which I don't always fully mess with in terms of musical taste, and that's fair. Everyone has their own kind of musical tastes and such, but aside from that, I'm really looking forward to hearing out this song, what route they took with this compared to their previous releases that I've checked out on my own time. But hey, enough talk, let's dive into Vagabond now. Alright, so brought it up here, Vagabond by TRENDZ. I got the English captions on and all now to see how the lyrics play out, but let's go. Whoa, what a bold start. Oh, quite the choreo work. Off to a really aggressive start, right? Ooh. Okay. Ooh, where's this headed though? I love that amplifying guitar, and yet what I'm seeing too visually in the music video. Ooh, it's building up. It's building up. Oh, there we go. Yes. Ooh. Love the vocal delivery here. And yet, of course, the passion that's being shown by all the members in the performance of the song. Vagabond. Okay. The choreo is just so sharp and Ooh. What a verse 2 here. Ooh, really strong with the rap. Oh man. And I thought Who was electrifying with the song. Ooh. I love how melodic it is in its moments. With the layering here. Ooh, what's going on with these claps? Or these snick? Okay. Hey. Wow, what a way to wrap up a song. I didn't expect them to wrap it up like that so well, Vagabond. I think, it was the rough start to this song that I didn't really mess with upon first listen. I'm not sure if you can tell, but when it progressed and progressed, I'm like, ooh, I'm digging this song even more. I think hands down, my favorite moments in this song are definitely more so the melodic, less shouty moments, and that's just a preference in terms of music. Mind you, I don't mind shouty type of songs, and I feel like it sticks always when it comes to the sort of badass attitude and concept that's being projected by any girl group or boy group and all. I just feel like it's very overdone, yet in this case, though, for TRENDZ, they do it really well, even though it's a thing that's really overdone in the scene these days. Quite admittedly, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one feeling that way. But with that being said, utilizing the rock trend and like the amplifying guitar and the riffs that I heard was absolutely phenomenal. That is how you use rock to the fullest, right? And at the same time not be the main spotlight and like cover the idol members in any respective group. In this case for TRENDZ, I love the flourishing vocal moments in this and the rap flow. I wouldn't necessarily say, like, I would say the rap flow sticks, but more so the rappers that come out in the members that rap upon this, they have a great presence. They have great charisma, and they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing to get us really engaged, get us really enthralled, and all. So on that end, it's really strong. I would give this like an 8.5, possibly growing to a 9. I would say hands down my favorite title track, believe it or not. I feel like the hooks does slightly more than its job. I think the melodic moments are very memorable. I think verse 2 was really strong. Like I said, it was just the shaky start at the beginning. Otherwise, I would want that like start somewhere else, maybe in the verse 2 instead. I wouldn't necessarily put it near the end, but probably verse 2, even though it's typical to have rap in verse 2 and all, or something that aggressive and all, especially when it comes to something badass like this. I feel like, yeah, arrangement wise, it's pretty good, but the chorus, how the chorus is set up with the pre-chorus was done more than well. And yeah, there's a lot of potential. There's a good amount of potential in TRENDZ here, and I feel like if they build off of this and possibly use like earlier influences in terms of vocal direction, I'm talking about second gen, like early gen boy groups that are like, you hear that more so that passion, and do more something that's more melodic and like heavily in the melodic route, you know what I'm trying to say, then you got like a really good I would say you could build a really good discography with this boy group. And I feel like some things to keep in mind, like an example of this would be Zero by Drippin'. If you guys are familiar with that release and just how in your face that song was, but to a certain extent, it wasn't too over the top. It messes with rock really well, but how passionate that song is from top to bottom, from start to finish. And then that song, I feel like I'm always on the lookout for songs like that really have that kind of passion throughout the start to the very end and all. And I feel like TRENDZ could possibly do something like that. I'm not necessarily saying something exactly like that, but something similar. Maybe not even the rock route at all. But yeah, I could see the passion in the members. I could hear it. And I feel like that is the main highlight of this release, hands down, right? Hands down it is. Longevity wise, I think I stick it as an 8.5 out of 10. Like I said, it's just the start of the song and all, and I feel like that's going on with the releases of today on lovely Thursday here, is the likes of iChillin's latest release, and now with Vagabond by TRENDZ. Just the start of these songs are quite too jarring for my liking. I'm not sure if you guys feel the same way. We all have our favorite sections and moments in our songs that we listen to, but let's just bring Vagabond back up here and I'll break things down. So yeah, visually, it's a 10 out of 10. Visually, it's obviously 10 out of 10, and how these moments really, or I should say scenes, really showcase the choreo. Okay, admittedly, it's slowly growing on me at the start. And this is the moment where I'm like, okay, I'm hearing ya. Okay. No. Like, you caught my attention. This member here really got my attention. Be sure to let me know who it is. I really love the kick, the snare drum work in this, but also that amplifying guitar that keeps on going and going, yet it has these riffs later on that really take us away. Some claps here. Woohoo, yeah. You know, this kind of choreo, just how elegant yet sharply done it is, it really reminds me and gets me a bit nostalgic of the earlier days of K-pop when I got into the likes of Infinite, the likes of BAP. I remember the Warrior days, you know, the breakdowns of their songs and all, right? Just what's being considered with how they express themselves in the choreo trends here, and how the choreo was laid out for them, how they work off each other, you know what I'm saying? I love it. I love it. I can't emphasize that enough. Like, the choreo is so good. I would say this is hands down has to be my favorite scene, with this sort of like, you know, that what is it called, you know? This member sitting on the chair, but like the birds outside the window, there are birds flying by, and how they, either in post-production or like with lighting, show the shadows like this. I like this overall kind of aesthetic being done. Yeah, at the beginning I'm like, okay, but then later on you hear Vagabond more, I'm like, okay, I'm messing with this. Woo! They could have simply continued like this, but they have a member coming through with some vocal, you know, outburst moments here and there, and I like how it's being done like that here. This is what I'm talking about, the passion. I can't reiterate it enough. Like, passion, showcasing that passion in these kind of songs is very important and really crucial. I feel like doing that makes things more genuine, you feel me? And there's no like ad-libs of skirt, no, like something like that which I have heard from other boy group releases, unfortunately, that really are too jarring, to make it too extravagant and off-putting, admittedly, at times. But I like how there's nothing too crazy like that in this. But the visual aspects in this, whoo, the bird. This was a cool scene with the school bus and the greenery. But yeah, even like the verse 2 in here, like and the added rap, it really sticks. I feel like this is verse 2. It's hard to tell. Because I'm just so captivated by the overall talent in this group. It really shows. I think it's only a matter of time of like providing a song that really showcases their talents to the 110%, like beyond 100%, you know what I'm saying? Like, but all in all, right, I feel like they're on the right pathway to get that 10 out of 10 song. Like that masterpiece. Man, I just love how light on its feet kind of feel you get during this bridge right here. It really adds more depth to the song fully as a whole, yet it's not too contrasting. It's very fitting for the song, this section right here, this bridge. It claps. See what I'm saying? When it comes to the vocal outburst, the climax moment here, the vocal flourishes, they're put right ever so slightly here and there to really surprise us and all added nuance per se to this song, right? So by no means, nothing's like very predictable or linear in terms of the song structure and the arrangement of the song. Makes you want to headbang to it by the end of the song. Yeah, like the CGI, the cinematography on point for this one, and you don't get that often when it comes to new groups coming from lesser well-known labels off of memory and all, based on the top of my head. I'm not sure where Trends. Who are they? Oh, Interpark. Okay, yeah, that reminds me. Interpark. Okay, yeah, okay, then there's like a little bit of concern concerning it is Interpark, but all in all, TRENDZ, I feel like they're going in the right direction. It's only the matter of time they signature, like they really solidify their signature sound. Sorry, I say that a lot. I know I say that a lot, but I feel like it's very important to do so and really keep it consistent. Don't always switch it up constantly, because time and time again I see that, and I feel like it doesn't pay like big dividends, and it doesn't work well in the long run for any girl group or boy group by any means, right? Or even soloists, I've got to say. But I feel like TRENDZ is going in the right direction. It's only a matter of time of more releases and keeping it very consistent in terms of the quality, right? Sure, they could follow up with something in terms of quality of Vagabond again, but that's solidifying their sound. But if they top themselves from this and do something that's very more melodic, I feel like they're gonna pop off even more, right? And I really want these new groups to really succeed in that kind of manner, regardless if I'm gonna become a fan of them or not. I don't mind being casual listener to any of these new artists, I've got to say. You know, I may be an oldie but an goldie in this K-pop fandom and all. As a multi-stan, it's really hard to follow up with many new groups, admittedly, but I feel like TRENDZ is definitely on my watch list for sure. So with that being said, be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much. Be sure to let me know your thoughts about Vagabond. Did you love it as much as I did? Did you resonate quite a bit in terms of my statements. If you mess with the beginning part, that's completely fine as all. Like I said, I can't emphasize that enough. We all have our favorite sections, we all have our preferences in music and all, and our different favorites, but it's always good to keep an open mind in terms of music, and I can't say that much more, you know, at least for myself. I don't like disregarding any group and putting them out by any means. I like hearing releases and like, oh, I see the intentions, what can be improved, some things that I may like, you know what I'm saying? And this has to be one of the stronger choruses within the title track of this year, I've got to say, coming from a boy group, or just in general coming from a group. And I said this so many times, choruses aren't that strong these days, but when they are, wow, you got yourself a really good song. So aside from that, as always, have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are. Like I said, be sure to let me know your thoughts. This has been Garrison, and peace.